Hey, Cuddy, good evening. We are talking about a very serious situation that unfolded here. The FDNY just giving us an update on this situation. They told us this fire turned very dangerous very quickly, forcing members of the fire department to evacuate. Want to zoom in here and show you the scene that is unfolding as we speak, as we get that update on the injuries out here. Members forced to quickly evacuate. Thankfully, everybody was to get out, including neighbors, but the FDNY says 12 firefighters were treated and transported to the hospital, 9 with potentially serious injuries, but none of those are life-threatening. We have some video as well showing the scope of this fire. You can see that neighbor on the sidewalk just shouting, devastated. You can hear her shouting, "This is my house, this is my house." The FDNY says they got the call just before 3 o'clock, 2 neighboring houses on fire here. Units arriving within 4 minutes, and the fire spreading so quickly that it escalated to requiring about 75 units and about 230 fire and EMS personnel. Those crews still on scene. That fire is under control. We spoke with a neighbor who was in one of the She says it was a multifamily home and described the moments she ran out with her family. Take a listen.
My son's pointing back, and then when I look, I see like flames. And then at that point, I ran inside, told my husband, we have to get out, like there's a fire. And then I leashed all my dogs. We went out, we ran out, grabbed the cats, and then we were all screaming for everybody to get out.
And this fire turned very, very quickly, and it became a very serious situation for us, causing our members to have to escape to save their own lives with very little time to think about it. There are certain situations when the bravery of the FDNY are on full display, generally at every fire, but there are particular fires that really kind of bring it home, and today that was one of those fires.
And as we come back out, these fire crews still on scene here. Again, the bottom line, 12 firefighters treated and transported to the hospital, 9 with potentially serious injuries. None of those life-threatening. 2 neighbors also transported because of their injuries. Everybody was able to get out, but you heard there, the fire department, those members had to evacuate these buildings. This all happening right at Astoria Boulevard, 93rd Street. Very busy around here. It looks like crews are wrapping up here. Behind us, that fire is under control. Astoria Boulevard looks like it's reopening a bit, but just a heads up, lots of streets closed around here with this investigation continuing into what exactly caused this. No details on that end just yet. Of course, as we get those updates, we'll pass those along to you at home. We're live in Astoria tonight. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Pix 11 News.
Angelo, just a quick question. Is that fire under control right now?
Yes. Fire is under control as we speak. As I just mentioned, it looks like crews are wrapping up a little bit, but the damage out here they're describing as extensive. We've been pushed back, so we can't get a good look at the damage. It's down this street, but the tops of the buildings you can see through the trees. We are seeing some damage on the backside as well. So just an absolute mess in terms of damage. Also still waiting on details about how many people were displaced. Again, that neighbor describing these as multifamily homes, but no word yet on how many people were actually in those homes. The American Red Cross was on scene. We saw people in blankets, dogs, pets out here. Luckily, everybody, again, was able to make it out, but just a tragedy when you think about the damage. These firefighters escaping a very scary situation, Kaidi.